In the Know is brought to you by American Southwest Credit Union, bringing you personal banking built on trust, relationships, and local service. 1225 West Duval Mine Road in Sahuarita. And it is time again for In the Know, and special guest for this week's show, David McAllister Romo, Executive Director with Green Valley Council. And happy to have David here with us. Good to see you, sir.
Oh, thank you. Good to see you again.
I know you've been keeping busy with so many things going on with the council. First off, we got to say happy belated birthday to Debbie Kenyon.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll pass that along.
So tell us what's going on.
Well, as you know, the summer got away from us. I don't know how it went by so fast, but we're ramping up for our busy season here as we move into the fall. So we have a number of great events, community events. We just started with the kind of tip of the iceberg as we move into the fall, but a number of great events that we'd like to get out for the Green Valley community. So on October 8th, we have our annual End of Life Planning and Care Forum. That's an annual event. For those who have gone through the process, you know that in Arizona, there are 5 documents that you need to fill out to ensure that your medical directives and your final wishes are respected. It's never too late and never too early to get those done. So it's a great forum on what you need to know, what documents you have, and how you file them. So that's in partnership with Pima Council on Aging, a great community partner who puts that on. And so
are these like beyond like a trust? Or
this is more on the healthcare side. Okay. This is a trust really embodies your financial estate. This is more about your medical directives, your medical power of attorney, your mental health power of attorney. If there are wishes for yourself at the end of life, whether that be, religious ceremony, yes or no, what kind of end state, those kinds of things, things that we don't always think of. And like I said, it's one of those things that it's never too late. It's never too early. Even, when you're 18 years old, it's a good idea to have those in place because you never know.
Exactly.
So
this would be a great one. This is October 8th. Where is this going to take place at?
October 8th at the GVR West Center.
All right, cool.
And we have, like I said, PCOA is there. They do a great job with this, and it's grown so much that we do this every single year now for Green Valley.
For anybody who just moved here, PCOA is Pima Council on Aging, right? And that they handle all of this stuff that affects us as we get older.
They're a great nonprofit partner. They are a 501c3 organization, so they specialize in accommodating the needs of older adults as we age, anything from Medicare to healthcare services, caregiver services, things like that. And what's great about them, they're nonprofit, so they're not trying to sell you anything. They're not trying to steer you in any direction. It's great objective information.
Now, we were gonna when you stepped in, we were talking, and I said, for those maybe just moved here, or they don't know what the Green Valley Council is all about. Can we explain it? And then we've got a program coming up on the 15th, which really goes into everything. GV 101?
We do. We brought it back. Yeah, we brought back GV 101. For you folks that have been in Green Valley a long time, you know that we used to do the GV 101 every year. It kind of went away for almost a decade, and we brought it back. But yes, this is a great program. It's a great forum for folks who are new to Green Valley, who are new to Southern Arizona, new to our community, and just kind of want a lay of the land, our programs, our services, how we work as a community, all the great community partners we have like KGVY Radio. So really it is what it is. It's GV 101. It's the fundamentals of the Green Valley community. So again, we encourage folks who are brand new to our community, but if you've been here for a number of years and you just like a refresher about what's going on in Green Valley, please join us.
Now, David, as the executive director for the Green Valley Council, when you came on board, were you surprised to see so much was a part of our community?
I've worked in all levels of government all across the country, and I've never really experienced a community like this. I mean, it really is humbling, and it's fantastic to see how close-knit a community we are, and how between the council, between our community partners, KGVY, all our first responder agencies, we really do work side by side every single day for the betterment of the community. I was just speaking this morning at the GVR Singles Club, and I got to hear from some folks who are relatively new to Green Valley, and I think that's really the first thing that kind of blew them away, was the fact that we are so close-knit here, and we look out for each other, and this really is community in the best sense of the word.
It really is. And I like the fact that Green Valley Council helps so many people in so many ways. We talk about the end of life planning and care. You also have an event coming up that helps people be informed of what happens when somebody comes in and fixes something or doesn't, or, you need to get work done. The Registrar of Contractors can be a great resource.
Absolutely. And I want to thank KGVY again for helping us get the word out for our monsoon event that we did the first week of June. For those of you that attended the monsoon event, you heard from the National Weather Service, NOAA, their representative. He promised us a more active monsoon this year.
Yeah.
We held him to it. But with that comes a lot of damage to our property, damage to our home. A lot of folks who are gone for the season will be coming back in the fall, and they're going to find out that things are broken around the house, things need repair. But, Green Valley, we always talk about frauds and scams, and unfortunately, we're a big target for it. And so the Arizona Registrar of Contractors, we asked them to come down and speak to our residents because we want our residents to have the information to protect themselves. When they hire somebody to do work on their home or their property, to know what their rights are, to know what their recourses are. Like you said, if somebody does either subpar work or incomplete work. So there's a lot of information that kind of revolves around what you need to know when you hire somebody to do work on your property or your home. So
absolutely,
please join us on November 5th for that. Like I said, it's going to be a great forum. The great thing about them is that the Registrar of Contractors, they are the state agency that not only license contractors, but they investigate claims when either it's a non-licensed entity or there are issues of subpar work or incomplete work. So.
All right. You've got that. And then you've got, I like this one because, Mr. Tech Head here.
Tech.
Yes. Fiber Optic Internet Forum. I mean, I remember when we went from dial-up to getting cable, or DSL, and now fiber optic. It's pretty amazing, and it's moving fast.
It's moving very fast. Coax has kind of gone the way of the dodo.
Yeah.
And so fiber optic internet is the wave of the future, kind of the way we moved into coax and cable TV.
Mm-hmm.
We went through that transition. No more rabbit ears. Now you have cable TV. So fiber optic internet, it's here. For those of you who've been putting around Sahuarita, you've seen the trucks. They're laying the fiber, and now they're getting ready to move down into Green Valley. So there's a lot of exciting information. A lot of information on what the benefits are, how fiber internet is really going to kind of modernize our connectivity in Green Valley, not just for our residents, but for our businesses, for our healthcare providers. I mean, there are a myriad of just great, exciting things that are happening with fiber optic internet. And so if you don't know what fiber optic internet is or what it brings to the Green Valley community, please join us on November 12th for that.
All right. And that will be at GVR as well?
That will be at the GVR Desert Hills Social Center.
Okay.
But for information on all these events, the locations, the dates, the times, you can either contact us at 520-648-1936. You can email info@gvcouncil.org, or you can find us on Facebook.
All right, good. I want to go back to October. That's going to be coming up October 17th. It's a Harvest Hoedown.
Harvest Hoedown, yes.
What is that all about?
Our wonderful partners at the GVC Foundation. This is our second year. We were looking around and getting a lot of feedback from residents, and they were like, well, a lot of Halloween events are centered around the kids, but what about the adults? What about Green Valley folks?
Right.
We want to do some things around the Halloween time. So they put together last year, it was the Halloween Hoedown. It was a great night of country music, line dancing, food, fun, you name it. But it was just a great outing, something not for the kids, but, for the grown-ups. And so they're doing it again, October 17th. Again, you can get more information off their website, or you can contact us at the council office to get more information. Tickets will be on sale beginning in September. They're $20 per person, but it's a great night of fun and dancing and just, do a little something in the Halloween spirit. So
we're talking with Executive Director, Green Valley Council, David McAllister Romo. Also, you've got the wildfire mitigation continues. We look at the devastating fires that took place in Spokane, and we still hear of these in different communities. This is super important for the people in Green Valley, Sahuarita, and beyond, really, to know about wildfire mitigation. What does that mean?
Wildfire mitigation is there's two facets to it. So obviously we want to prevent wildfires.
Yeah.
We want to put the mechanisms in place so that we minimize our wildfire danger risk. But as we know, like you said, from Spokane, what we saw in Lahaina and the Pacific Palisades, a number of other places, sometimes these are inevitable.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that we're doing everything proactively so that our Green Valley folks are protected, so that their homes are protected, the HOAs are protected, our residents are protected. So there's a lot of information, and really there are things that we do at the community level, but there's a lot you can do at the individual level to protect your own home, to create that defensible space, and to really just be aware, even something as simple as your landscaping, what kind of landscaping I should have, what plants I need to look out for, what's good, what's bad. So we will always continue with this wildfire mitigation because, as you know, especially coming on the end of the monsoon closes at the end of September. And because we have had a more active monsoon season this year, we're looking at much more growth.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're looking at proactively dealing with that growth. So as we move forward into next year, especially into the peak of wildfire season, we're just doing everything we can. And a lot of it was really centered around awareness, making folks aware that, yes, we just as the community that we live in, what we're surrounded by, we have a lot of undeveloped land, a lot of open space, and with that comes a wildfire risk. So, like I said, we have more information on that to come. We will be preparing another forum on that for our community residents, but we are currently working with our HOAs on this wildfire mitigation program. And so you're going to see a lot more activity in HOAs, and that's really, I can't credit the HOAs enough. They've been on board since day one, and they work very hard to protect their residents and protect their communities.
All right. And finally, this is exciting. Talking a little bit about the Community Resource Center. You'll hopefully have some information on that soon.
We are going to have some very good information coming soon, some more concrete information. If you'll forgive the pun, but, we've been working very diligently on this internally. This is something that is going to be tremendous for the entire community, because this really is a community resource center in every sense of the word. I mean, this is for Green Valley. This is to bring all the resources and the organizations here to Green Valley so our folks don't have to be traveling to Tucson for a lot of this information. So we're very excited. We are hoping to move forward here with some very exciting information. So more to come. And thank you for letting us get the teaser out.
It's great stuff. Again, it is Green Valley Council, David McAllister Romo. Thank you so much for coming in today and talking.
Always a pleasure.
If listeners want to get more information about the council, and how can they reach out to you?
They can email us at info@gvcouncil.org. They can call us at 520-648-1936, or they're more than welcome to stop by. We're at 555 North La Cañada Drive, Suite 117.
Great stuff. Once again, that wraps up this week's In the Know. In the Know was brought to you by American Southwest Credit Union.